Thank you for agreeing to meet with us and allowing us to show you the hidden financial potential of your business. When we meet with business owners like yourself, we typically find them $30,000 to $100,000 or more in additional annual revenue. We created this short video for you to explain how this works and how we can help you tap into this incredible fundamental of profit acceleration that most business owners know nothing about. We can show you how to dramatically increase the number of leads you currently generate, how to close more sales to both prospects as well as your current customers, how you can increase the number of times your customers buy from you, and how to charge higher prices without losing a single customer. And you will get these dramatic results by increasing each of these areas by small percentage points. Those small percentage points add up to major increases in your overall revenue and profit. Let me explain. Are you familiar with the 80-20 rule? For business owners, it means that 20% of what you do every day is generating 80% of your total annual revenue. In other words, you're only doing a few that makes you most of your money. I can tell you specifically what makes up that 20%. And that's all you really need to focus on after today. There are 5 areas that make up that 20%. Leads, conversions, transactions, pricing, and profits. That I can find you dramatic increases in both your revenue and profits. I'm going to do that by focusing on just 2 or 3 of these 5 areas, so you can imagine what you could actually generate revenue-wise if you implemented all 5 areas. In fact, let me show you what's possible and why these 5 areas are so critical. I use a tool called a profit growth calculator. Let's plug in numbers for a make-believe business. Let's say your business generated 1,000 leads in the past year, and your average conversion rate was 25%. Let's also spot what you sell 10 times throughout the year, and they typically paid on average around $100 per purchase. Finally, let's say your profit margin per sale is only 25%. Notice at the bottom that you're earning $62,500 annually. But look what happens if we simply increase each of these 5 areas by a meager 10%. For example, increasing conversions from 25% to 27.5% is so easy it's almost laughable. You would see your annual profit almost double from $62,500 to over 6 figures. Most business owners would kill to almost double their profits, wouldn't you agree? But watch what happens when we increase each of your 5 areas by 50%. Your business would skyrocket from $62,500 to almost $500,000 of profit annually. Now, you may be thinking that 50% gains in each of these 5 areas would be next to impossible. Let me assure you that a 50% increase is child's play, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. Here's a typical profit and loss statement for a small business making just $300,000 in annual revenue. There are only 3 numbers on a P&L statement that can be impacted: revenue, COGS, or cost of goods sold, which is simply the costs involved to produce and deliver products and or services, and overhead, which represents your common expenses such as rent or mortgage, insurance, utilities, and so on. The remaining numbers on this P&L are derived from these 3. Now, look at the profit acceleration that occurs if we impact these 3 areas by a meager 5%. Revenue jumps from $300,000 to $315,000. Our cost of goods sold plunges from $180,000 to $171,000. And our overhead drops from $60,000 to $57,000. That increases our overall net profit by an additional $27,000, which is a whopping increase of 45%. If we wanted to reach 50%, as I mentioned earlier, we would only need an impact in these 3 areas of 5.5%. Do you realize how easy it is to impact these 3 areas by that meager amount? That's why we say that profit acceleration is the key to bigger profits for your business. By impacting your revenue, cost of goods sold, and overhead by just 5%, you often see dramatic increases in revenue and profit. So, how do you increase by 5%? We have more than 60 world-class revenue-generating strategies available to us to select from. Just one of these 60 strategies could easily increase revenue by 100 to 500%, not 5%, but 100% to 500%. You will see this for your own business when we meet. Okay then, how do you lower your cost of goods sold? We have 6 ways to help business owners lower their COGS. To keep this presentation short, let me briefly highlight the one we encounter most often, discounting. Every day we see businesses discounting their prices, and they end up destroying their profit margins. Depending on your margin, if you discount your price by a mere 10%, you now have to sell 50% more just to break even. For example, if you sell for $100 and you have a 30% profit margin, you end up making $30 for every widget you sell. That means your variable costs for that widget are $70. If you discount that widget 10% and sell it for $90 instead of $100, your variable costs are still $70. Now you're only making $20 in profit instead of $30. You now have to sell 50% more widgets to get back to your original profit margin. If you sell 100 widgets for $30 profit each, you generate a net profit of $3,000. But if you discount your profit to $20, now you would need to sell 150 widgets to generate $3,000 in net profit. For a measly 10% discount, you now have to sell 50% more just to break even. When was the last time you saw someone offer only a 10% discount? Most businesses offer 25% to 50% discounts. However, the good news is this works in reverse as well. If you let us help you your widget by 10% and then help you sell it for $110, your COGS is still $70. Now you're making $40 in profit instead of $30. That's a 33% increase in your profit on an easy to implement 10% price increase. So, the bottom line here is this. Are you currently discounting your prices? If so, you may not realize the damage being inflicted on your business. We'll do this for you when we meet, as well as examine the remaining 5 ways to lower your COGS. That brings us to our third area, overhead. How can we lower this area of your business? This one is a piece of cake. We have more than a dozen ways to lower your overhead. We could throw a dart for you at these 12, and whichever one we hit first would probably result in at least a 10% cost reduction for you. We often see business owners achieve a 15% to 20% cost reduction almost instantly after we meet. You'll be able to see this for yourself. Oh, one more thing. Are you currently advertising on Facebook or considering doing so in the near future? If so, when we get together, I'll show you our Facebook marketing crystal ball. We've developed a formula for Facebook marketing that can easily predict with uncanny accuracy if your Facebook marketing campaign will be successful for you financially. This way you'll finally make money for once rather than the agency selling it to you. We can show you how to calculate the amount of money you can spend on Facebook and be virtually guaranteed to make a profit. We hope you found some of the quick tips we provided today to be of value to you and your business. When we meet, we'll be able to get into the specifics of your business. Our proprietary profit acceleration software, we will pinpoint the major financial breakthroughs that are currently available to you and not being taken advantage of in your business. We're looking forward to spending time with you